Biakamal ka Nuer online TV channel te kon keller mo kon lingwasme bana jawra bana jaling te dol ma sha dol rewi ka Addis Ababa Prosperity Party ci karam kel me la Secretary General rewi ka so Sudan ci kana chol bana je chuli ngwasme gwada dana tobe spijetin ke gwada dan en tobe jawratin kata dana chaja chol ka je Dr. Abiy Ahmed kwar ke Prime Minister dung Ethiopia reiro Ethiopia bana je chuli kel
ላስተላለፉልን መልእክት እጅግ በጣም አድርገን እናመሰግናለን።
And now welcome on the stage Honorable Peter Lambold, Secretary General of Sudan People's Liberation Movement, SPLM of the Republic of South Sudan.
Dr. Abiy Ahmed, President of Prosperity Party and the Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Honorable Tamasgen Torune, Deputy President of Prosperity Party, Honorable Adam Farah, Deputy President of Prosperity Party, the senior executive members of Prosperity, members of Parliament, the national ministers, the distinguished invited leaders of like-minded political parties, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, good evening to all of you. Your Excellency the Prime Minister, I want to bring to you a congratulatory message from your colleague, the Chairman of the SPLM and President of the Republic of South Sudan, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, on this second occasion of Prosperity Congress. On behalf of myself and my delegation, I want to thank you for the invitation and would like to express greetings and best wishes to the leadership of Prosperity Party on this occasion, which is set out to review the achievements of the promises made during the first Congress. This is the best and promising practice which you have adopted for the last 5 years since the coming into power of your party. This is a practice many political parties need to embrace in order to account for promises made to the people of their respective countries. In search for development and inclusive unity, Ethiopia has come a long way in the corridors of history. From Zaman Masafin to Yakuna Amlak, and from Menelik II to developmental estate of late Prime Minister Meles, and now to Dr. Abiy's Madabar reform, which has recently transformed Ethiopia's socio-economic, political, and physical infrastructure development beyond recognition. I couldn't find my place in Piazza where I used to be. And I don't know where the place went. But Piazza is beautiful. It's extremely beautiful. If there is anything we have learned in the metamorphosis of countries as political parties, it is that providing a clear vision is important. But implementation of that vision is even more important. And accountability for resources to ensure attainment of the vision is the most important. And in our experience in the continent, and most political parties have gotten the vision right. But implementation and accountability are still elusive. And now under Madama reform, Ethiopia has finally gotten the whole of the three. And we want to say congratulations. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the bilateral relations between South Sudan and Ethiopia goes back since time immemorial. And no one can really list down all of them. But even at the time when Ethiopia was invaded by Italy in 1935 World War incident to the liberation of Addis Ababa in 1941, Emperor Haile Selassie went to Europe in May 1936 to seek support of the European members of the League of Nations to force Italy out of Ethiopia. The emperor had to stay for 6 years in Britain until the European powers decided to fight among themselves in the form of what was called the Second World War. And it was only in this time, in 1941, that Britain decided to help the emperor by bringing him back to the Sudan, which was under British colonization. The two British generals, whom you endearingly know as Major General Charles Wingate and Brigadier General Daniel Sanford, were sent by Britain to return the emperor back to his throne in Addis Ababa. Their foot soldiers, however, were neither British nor Europeans. They were South Sudanese and Sudanese. And these forces joined with the Ethiopian brothers and sisters, the Arbanyach, led by Rasis and the Jasmishes, and which forced Italy out of Ethiopia in 1941. During the liberation of South Sudan, I don't need to tell you that Ethiopia always stood with South Sudan. From the time of Emperor Haile Selassie, to President Colonel Mengistu Haile Mariam, to Prime Minister Meles, to Prime Minister Haile Mariam Desalegn, and current Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, they have always stood in support of South Sudan, and we want to say thank you. Our relationship expands to a number of spheres, including the recent ratification of the Nile River Basin Cooperative Agreement, a cooperative framework by South Sudan last year. The educational program in which this year alone South Sudan has received 632 scholarships from Ethiopia is a remarkable achievement. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we are also embarking on physical infrastructure development cooperation in the form of road construction, especially the Paloch-Pagag Road, which links oil production areas in South Sudan to Ethiopia. We would like to extend cooperation and partnership in the following thematic areas: investment on mechanized agriculture, construction of airports, ports, enhancement of river transport, cooperation and partnership on energy, electrification, and construction of hydroelectric power, investments on fisheries. There is a saying that in South Sudan, the fish die of old age because we don't have the fishing industries, and therefore we would like to develop partnerships in that area. Your Excellency, comrades and friends, for stability to take hold in Africa, the SPLM believes that the African leadership must take responsibility to address their problems, even as we seek assistance and partnership from others. This will indeed build confidence of our people that they should not look externally for solutions to our problems. The political and economic crisis in Africa, which are forcing our people to flee the continent in search for better lives, can only be addressed by us if we want to have African solutions for African problems. If other countries outside the continent invite us to address our own problems, then African solutions for African problems will not be tenable. The SPLM also believes that the international community is a world of interests. No country can help another without condition. Even the so-called aid or assistance is not really aid. And a predicament in one country might be an opportunity for others. For that reason, I want to propose that the ruling parties in Africa must stand together to protect our interests in the international organizations where smaller countries are being bullied. If the powerful countries are working together as packs in those organizations, I see no reason why Africans cannot come together to support their cause. Such kind of leadership in Africa is needed now more than ever before. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy, you are in a better position to lead that fight. Your Excellency and distinguished delegates, on this second Congress of Prosperity Party, the SPLM pledges to work hand in hand with Prosperity and like-minded political parties in the region to transform the lives of our people for better. Kalibe Batam Amasaganalo, Exaver, Yabarakacho, Malcolm Gubay. Shukran Jidilan.
Goy taloid midilon kamadana chalengwasme men chalengwasme amar kam sa Sudan kene kuumɛ Ethiopia ko do badana de ko nyam go jashi ajalingano en maar Ethiopia kɛnɛ South Sudan we joko long no ko runte chedot eno bu kuumɛ South Sudan beretin te Ethiopia te geten medit en maar kam die maar medit long agen shalingo ka kwar dana shirwach men chiben ka kwiko be maar kam Ethiopia kɛnɛ South Sudan be jaka bum men shalingwa samo charwach ka kwi do badana balat en mede le de nanga jage petroleum do badana de kul jalgana men jere we ka South Sudan kul ben ke Ethiopia shajalinganin na mo kel mi jang maar ko bo bom long ke be maar bo woni amre we ke Ethiopia ne me jendana gode nywa yekel en biata kamal ban nyogo jekel radien bye bye